Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. This is OverAnalzyed, the glorious Overwatch community coaching series, and today we're going to take a look at an Echo player. But before we get into that, I want you guys to send me in submissions for the show. Now, if you go to unitloss.com/overanalyzed, there is a form. You can fill that in. You can put replay codes. You can use YouTube video links. Be as descriptive as possible as well, and we might get back to you and actually use your video clip or your replay and coach you for OverAnalzyed. So yeah, thanks guys for the support. It's awesome as ever. Anyway, let's get stuck into this because this is a gold Echo player. But the interesting thing with this Echo player is they really want to get out of gold, which I guess really isn't that interesting. Most players want to get out of the rank that they're in. But they play for a team. They play for their school's team, they say. And they really want to get better, and they've got a bunch of issues, and we're going to try and help them. So the reason why I'm doing Echo is, yes, Echo is the new character, and yes, we kind of do want to look at Echo. I believe we are looking at the red Echo, so we should be there. All right. So before we start this, I guess we preface the video with this. Echo's the latest hero in the game, but I've been playing quite a lot of Echo recently, and I've been actually doing a lot of... I've had some really good discussions with people on the power level of Echo and sort of how Echo should be played, and I think a lot of us are coming to the conclusion that Echo is very much Genji. If you play her like Genji, you get a lot of rewards. So think of her as Genji. When you sort of look for the opportune moment, you dive in, you do the burst damage, and then you try and maybe get out or, you know, fly in some other direction and do stuff like that. But we'll be able to highlight that throughout this video. So I guess the first place to start is we look at the team comps, and we've got a Mercy. So this is like, let's just pause this actually. Let me just drop my volume a little bit. Yeah, so looking at the team comps, actually they're not too bad. Our team, I would say, have the advantage here because the enemy team don't really have a frontline tank. So all we need to do is burn through the Sigma barrier, and then we're sort of in on the enemy. However, the barrier doesn't matter to us because we can fly above the barrier and just spam from range. Now, this is where Echo has got a lot of similarities to Genji because spamming from range is effective at building ultimate charge. However, securing kills is very much like... You want to be on top of somebody when you're firing just sticky bombs into them, and then you want to be always looking for an opportunity to use the beam to finish people off. And we're seeing a couple of examples here so far where we haven't used the beam correctly on 2 occasions, although this is just early in the game, so we're settling into this. And when we see something particularly bad, we'll take a look at it. So him here, we should be using the beam. Like, okay, we are using the beam. We've actually applied the sticky bombs to the beam, so we should get the kill. Okay, nice. And we're going on to the Lucio, and we're looking towards the back line. So this actually, like, I'm just going to come away from you here because this, I think, is a problem. So what you just did there, if we go back 20 seconds and we play this... Oh, why am I stuck in the ground? What is going on? Okay, if we go back 20 seconds and we just sort of speed this off, get it to the point where we want it to be. Okay, right. So what's your movement here? I think it is... You will get loads more value with this character if you go in. Now, look at what the enemy have got here, right? They've got the Lucio. Okay, great. They've got this. This is something we can kill. Look how low it is. Our beam will actually destroy that, but we don't even need the beam. We just need to get into his face and do loads of damage. Yeah, there's a Moira, but whatever. We don't care. This, again, goes back to the whole idea of being more aggressive, looking for opportunities, taking the opportunities, and you get a lot of reward. So, look at what you're doing. Why are we backing off here? Why are we not going in deep? Like, we should be going forward here, and we're not going forward. So, we fire the sticky bombs. Do any of them hit? No, because he just steps away from them. So if we were point blank on him, the sticky bombs, you can probably fire into him. Like, imagine this is me playing Echo, right? And I'm dropped down here. I would fly towards the guy, and I'd fire my sticky bombs at him. Well, I wouldn't fly directly towards him because he might shoot me in the head. His hands are... Like, I'd be moving around, but I'd be going towards him, right? I'd fire my sticky bombs so I know most of them are going to hit him. I'd be firing primary fire, then I'd melee him at close range. That's what I'd do to him. And this is what we're seeing a lot of really good Echo players do. Because they're really good Genji players, and that's where the comparison is. Now, I'm not the greatest Genji player, but I am finding Echo much more sort of suitable to my playstyle. But looking for these windows of opportunities are something you absolutely need to do pretty much all the time with the hero to get value. Else you end up just sitting in your team, not really getting much value. I mean, look at what's going on here, right? We're just spamming a few shots. They're starting to come back. You know, we could have either killed the Lucio, or we could have killed the Hanzo. I do agree with this, though. This is like, Sigma is a fantastically good target for duplication because you're almost certainly going to get your ulti because you can sit behind your barrier, which you have. And yeah, so he's dead. We've killed him. That's fine. great. Like, Sigma is so powerful. In fact, part of Echo is looking at the enemy team and identifying which hero you should probably be looking at cloning. Now, there's a couple of ways of looking at this. The first way is, which one is the most powerful hero to clone? Like, what ultimate am I going to be able to get, which is going to win the fight? A lot of the time, it's tank ultimates because they're pretty strong. However, if the enemy have got a Tracer and you're a really good Tracer player, well, then maybe get the Tracer, right? I've had games where I've grabbed the Tracer and instantly got a Pulse Bomb, then got another Pulse Bomb, and it changes the flow of the fight, and it's really powerful instead of just trying to clone their main tank. Of course, Reinhardt's not available in competitive at the moment, so we're seeing a lot of Sigma get used. Orisa, she's not the greatest main tank target to clone because, well, you don't really get that, like, instant impact to win a fight, but Supercharge is a really good ulti. Anyway, so we've taken the fight here, and I just want you to be a bit more aggressive. So let's see what we do here. So, we need to be a bit careful here. We don't want to push too far forward and be disconnected from our team, because without healing, it's going to be a problem for us. We nearly have another ulti online, which is fine. I don't mind you sitting, like, I don't mind you staying here and spamming behind the barriers. We do have double barriers now, so that's not too bad. But do consider just coming up here and firing a few shots over their barriers, because remember, you're not getting any ult charge if it's just hitting the enemy barriers. And try to avoid firing into a wall as well. That's never going to really help you. And you will take damage from your own sticky bombs. So here, this, like, spamming in the choke, like, I really wish players get away from this. It's okay, but you can fly. You should be here. Like, you should have been here earlier, firing into the enemy team, trying to maximize damage, trying to maximize ult charge. All right, then. So we do have another ultimate here. We could get the Sigma again. In fact, this is what I'd be looking to do, is get the Sigma. I would fly straight in there, blast all my abilities, get the Sigma. Great target. Oh, that's their Ana. I'm like, what's going on? That's their Echo Ana. Oh my god, it's our Ana cloned as their Echo. It's so confusing. I mean, look at that. It's a massively powerful ultimate. It's so strong. Okay. I also think as well, in terms of Echo's ultimate, it's definitely the right thing to do, to just almost treat it like a Pulse Bomb. Just use this whenever you've got it. Again, like, your positioning there is not great. We shouldn't be in the middle of the team. And we do see this a lot where players stand together with the team. I don't want to see that. Like, I want to see you using the mobility of this hero. It's an incredibly mobile hero. We shouldn't just be standing with the team on the payload. See, like, here, this is fine. We're above this guy. We should kill him. Go deep on him. First time I've seen that combo. That combo is incredibly powerful. If you hit sticky bombs on a target immediately, and I mean immediately, go into the beam damage, especially if it's a DPS hero, because typically they'll have 200 HP, you're going to kill them. Your sticky bombs will reduce them below 100 HP, and then you're instantly going to delete them with a beam. It's such a very fast, quick combo that it does tons of damage. Now, there are times where you can just use the beam anyway to just, like, if you're in an air-to-air fight with an Echo or with a Pharah, I don't mind you just go opening up with a beam. I literally don't mind that, because the beam is going to hit, provided you keep it on them, it's going to reduce them below 50% HP. Probably won't kill them, but it will make them really low, so you only need to literally melee them in the air or hit them with one other attack. See, so here, this use of the beam there might not have been the best. We should have just been spamming primary fire. Arguably, it would have given us more damage output, which is what we're looking for. Again, try not to be try not to be on the payload here. Like, look at all this high ground around us. We could be on this high ground, spamming away. Yeah, we're getting a ton of value here because we're being super aggressive for going in deep. But, you know, just consider the positioning. Like, if we're on the high ground, we might have a better idea of what's going on there. Then we can dive in and start getting work done. But you did totally the right thing. You got aggressive. You pushed in. Great use of the boost there to get away from him, and he's dead. Now, think about, like, what's the plan? We always talk about this, don't we, in OverAnalzyed. Where is the plan? What's the play? We can fly. So we want to be up here, right? We absolutely want to be here because we've got vision over there. And also, we can just fire our sticky bombs down into the enemy team. We can go here and hit them as they come out of their spawn. There's all kinds of things we can do. And that's what we should be looking to do. So we need to get up there and get the high ground. Staying on the low ground here, like, all we're doing is spamming into their barrier. So we're not getting any ult charge. We don't need ult charge because we've already got it. But we're not doing any effective damage to their team. So let's just see what you do here. So I mean, I don't mind you being overly aggressive like that because you know you've got your ultimate and you can use it to save yourself. But the question is, are we going to get enough value from the ultimate to actually warrant using it? And I don't think we are. We've literally used the ultimate there to keep ourselves alive. I don't think we're going to get an ulti off that, which is an unfortunate result. Now, it must be said as well, Echo's ulti is very good for disengaging, and I do think it's a bit powerful. There was a post on the competitive Reddit subreddit for Overwatch, and I do agree with this, where, you know, if Winston doesn't get his health back, when he goes primal. Why does Echo? You know, when she can clone people. So it is a bit iffy. You know, I maybe think the devs should look at that and, you know, Echo shouldn't just go back to having full health after she pops her ulti. But that being said, that's the case right now. And let's pause this because I like what you're doing here. But that's the case right now. So you can use it defensively. So if you are going to die, you can pop the ultimate to get the hell out of there. Okay, I like this position because we're above the enemy team. They don't have an effective counter to us, really, unless Hanzo hits us with a cheeky arrow. I'm not too sure why we gave up the high ground position there. It doesn't really make any sense why. Trying to fight a Hog as well is very risky. Hog lands a good hook on us and then hits us with a primary fire. We're dead. And then a melee, we're absolutely dead, so we've got to be careful of that. But again, just look at the enemy team comp, right? What do they actually have that can deal with us? It's just a random Hanzo arrow, or we get hit with, you know, the Echo or something. You do tend to fire your sticky bombs into the wall quite a lot. I don't really know what's going on there, but whatever. Work on the aim and it will get better. But again, like, why are we not getting this high ground position? See, this Hog has flanked twice now doing that, and we've been hooked twice by him, and he's finally killed us. If we're on the high ground, he's not doing that because we're seeing him. We know he's there, right? And again, we've almost got another ultimate. We can beam. So this is beam. This is like, this is 100%. We go in with the beam. We stop primary fire. We use the beam. I hope you do. You got the job done, but we could have just killed her with the beam because the beam would have quickly reduced to below 50% HP, and then we're doing 200 damage per second, and then she's actually dying. So I hope you guys can see so far in this video how if you treat this hero like Genji, looking for an opportune moment to dive in and almost like use all your abilities to kill somebody, in that time frame, hopefully your flight is back available, then you can get back out. It's mega powerful. It is so powerful because you can isolate people. One thing we're not seeing too much in this game is prolific use of the high ground, and we're also not seeing good flanking use. Now, it's King's Row, it's final point. It's very difficult to flank on this point. It's easy to do it in the streets phase, but we did kind of roll through that, so again, that's kind of okay. But imagine Volskaya, for example. You, on the final point, you go, you know, maybe you enter the point from the left on attack, get into the back line, you can instantly kill one of their supports by hitting them all with the sticky bombs and then just hitting them with the beam. Unless they react instantly, if it's like a Batiste or something and they can get the drone down, they're going to die, and it is incredibly powerful. Like, you've got this power to just delete people. It's very risky because you're most likely away from your team. But you do have the power of flight, you've got the power to disengage. And remember, this works like whatever way you're moving and you activate it, you'll boost in that direction. So you can boost backwards, which is super strong. I do like that, good play. Like, again, like, this is something I don't think we actually focus on too much on OverAnalzyed, but it's about reading your enemy and reading what they do. Everybody has a habit, right? And this Roadhog's habit is constantly pushing out of that side door there, trying to hook people into the pit. And we've punished him for it, and I like it. I really like it. But he's got us a few times with it, so it's not ideal. It's something to always be aware of when we're pushing. So here, this is fine, right? We're just spamming, we're doing damage. Fly, I would fly, though. And again, like, I wouldn't be so defensive with the use of flight here. I'd be more aggressive. Like, disengaging away, it's fine, but go in. Like, if you flew above them, if we're flying, like, if we're here now, instead of backing off there, you know, look, we're all the way up there. Instead of backing off there, we sort of flew into here and we're above these guys. Well, what are they going to do to us? Like, we can smash this soldier. Soldier has the same problem with Echo that he does with Pharah, where if you get on top of him, quite literally, it's very hard for him to kill you, and you can kill him, and he's so powerful. So that's good. Like, I mean, he's almost dead. We should be able to kill him. I do like the... See, I did like the decision to grab him, but then they beat it. So the problem now is we could have killed him, and we didn't. So now we're still going into a full team fight here, and they've got beat. So it's not entirely ideal, but we should be able to get our ulti, which we just go straight in with. I like it. Actually, that's a pretty nice ultimate, but we didn't really have the follow-up. Okay. So where's the target here? This is what we want to get onto, this. We want to get straight into this guy's face and kill him. Let's see what you do. See, we're prioritizing firing... you're shooting at the tanks a lot here. And look who's killing us now. Soldier's killing us with his ulti. So I want you to deprioritize tanks. I want you to focus more on killing squishy targets. That is exactly what Echo is designed for. She goes in, does incredible burst damage, kills a target, then you get out. Hopefully the damage is enough to cause your team to push in, and then that reduces the need for you to back out and you can stay in the fight. That's incredible for Echo. Why does it keep defaulting back to that crazy angle? Okay. So let's take a look how we perform on defense. So Echo on defense. You almost kind of want to play this again like Genji. She's very similar to Genji. I mean, she's got projectile attacks. Now, I'd avoid this simply because the comparison with Genji makes sense until you realize you don't have a defensive ability. Now, whenever you guys are watching this overanalyzed, basically this is from this week's competitive. So there's no McCree and there's no Widowmaker. If there is a Widowmaker, what happens to us here? We get destroyed. Like, Widow will kill us because we're just out in the open. We need to be hugging the walls. Like, we need to be somewhere. Like, if we just, we could literally just pop up here, use our boost, like, sort of, I don't know, maybe we go like here, throw a few sticky bombs out and get down. It's still a little bit risky, but it's much less riskier than just being out in the open. I mean, look how vulnerable you are there. Yes, I know they don't really have anything to instantly kill us beyond like a random Hanzo arrow, or maybe they hit us with, I don't know. I mean, they literally can't kill us. It's impossible for them to kill us here unless they hit us with Echo, Spam, and Soldier. But that's like very unlikely. But still, just be aware of this. Don't be too out in the open because you will get punished for it. Firing sticky bombs at the main spawn door is fine though, to begin with. But we could have done that from a safer position. Consider being back with the team. Nice kill. Again, that's just from random spam. We can beam that guy. Again, nice kill. Great. So you're reading the beam stuff. Fantastic. Hog, we need to be a bit careful of. So yeah, we need to back out, and we are doing that. Hog's going into hotel. Again, we need to be careful of the hook. Because he hooks us, we die. We need to be really careful getting this close to him. Right, now we can push him. Okay, it's unfortunate that he's killed our Mercy, but he didn't kill us, so that's okay. Hog, it's just push him whenever he doesn't have hook. And try not to get point blank to the Hog, right? Because if he hits you with his primary fire, you're probably going to die. Or he hits you with his ultimate fire, and it's a peachy headshot. So here, right, again, like I'm going to ask the question, why are we not using the high ground? We can fly. We can fly, and we're not using that. We're just standing on the low ground, in line of sight to the Hanzo, to the random spam. This is not what we want. It's going to cause us a problem. One thing we haven't touched on as well is the fact that the beam does the 200 DPS to barriers under 50% HP. Okay, this is good. But so you can use it to burn down barriers. This, I want to see. I mean, you don't have sticky bombs available, but in this example, taking an Echo on, it's so beautiful, right? You fly towards the Echo, fire the sticky bombs instantly into the beam. Don't even bother with primary fire. If you hit it with a few of the sticky bombs, even just one of the sticky bombs, and then the beam goes on, you will kill the Echo, right? And you'll win that duel. It's all about speed and reaction, this fight is. But we don't have sticky bombs, so let's see how we play this. It's okay. Hog's in our back line still. We should win this fight without the need of our ultimate. Oh, I don't know. So now they're investing beat, so I would be looking to... I mean, maybe we get the Hog here. We could do something, but I would be looking to use our ulti here. Nice kill. Okay. I'm not entirely sure that was the play. So I'm just going to bring this back. So I was saying use the ulti, right? But then just... You guys can probably see my reaction on the camera. I did sort of go, oh, like, after I said that. So check this out. So watch what happens. We've got our Torbralt being used. They go in with beat, and then we see our Orisa goes in with her ulti, right? So we kill this. So at this moment in time, I was still like, okay, us using our ultimate is totally fine. They use Coalescence. We've got Orisa's ult going in, and now we're here. Now, the reason why you guys probably noticed the reaction from me of like, ooh, is because this, again, we're in a great position to destroy this Hanzo. We're literally above this Hanzo. Look at that. We don't need to clone this guy. Like, cloning him here means we lose the kill potential on this Hanzo. So what we're looking to do here is this just drops straight down onto Hanzo and just destroys him. You go straight in with the sticky bombs. Hit him with the beam. You actually delete this guy, right? Well, it would be sticky bombs and primary fire because we haven't got the beam available. But watch what we do. We turn around. We get this. Not ideal. Really not ideal. And then I don't think we're going to get our ult charged off this because we're taking massive amounts of damage. Maybe we do, actually. Yeah, and we just use this straight away. Okay, and we finish him off. Okay, he's dead. Cool. Sticky bomb. I mean, again, there's like little combos like looking for the not the Graviton Surge, the Halt from Orisa and firing your sticky bombs into it. It's a surefire way to land the sticky bombs. And then we'll give you more ult charge. I mean, look at your ult charge already. It's crazy. Like, the fact you've already got 20% ult charge is just insane. Like, this hero is probably going to see a lot of tuning as well with ult charge and just how powerful the ult actually is, with it giving you a health back, which seems a bit crazy. All right. That is a huge, huge ult off your Sigma there. Uh-oh. Nice healing off your team there. We're being a little bit too passive, though. We could have actually been... We could have been in. All right. This is what I like to see. Let's see what you do here. This is what I like to see. Let's use the statue. Okay. Who are we targeting? What are we going for? Yeah. So that's a target we're never going to kill. And you have realized that, and it looks like you're trying to disengage. This is a problem for us, though, because we are losing this fight. So in this... Okay, this is fine. Like, they're using ultimates here. We don't want to use our ulti. We just want to...
Circuits engaged.
So we don't want to use our ulti here because it's unwinnable. Like, look how crazy this is. Like, why are we using our ulti here? I know it's a fast charge ult, but we still shouldn't be throwing it away. Even if it was a tracer pulse bomb. Running in here and just throwing a pulse bomb, what does that achieve? There is 1, there is 2, there is 3, there is 4, there is 5 enemy players here, and then there is you. Where's our reinforcements? There. Yeah, you get my point. It's a complete waste of the ultimate. So we just basically die and feed here. It was not worth it at all. I would disengage. You're going to disengage. Yeah, so at least you disengage, but you still fed them your ultimate, which is something we really shouldn't have done. Okay, now on the streets phase, there's a few things I want to see you do here. So this is fantastically great here for Echo to abuse. You can be over here. You know, you can take some pot shots down here. You can wait for the enemy team to push. So imagine if they push the payload to sort of like here, and we use this flank route round here. Well, what we can do is we can pop out from above here, and we can hit like a squishy target down there. Let's say, for example, an Anna's there. Hit her with the pulse bomb, the sticky bombs. Hit her with a primary fire. Hit her with the beam. She's dead. And that is just incredibly powerful. And then because we're up here, we can be like, oh, yeah, we're out of here. We can use our fly to get around here. You know, maybe we can fly. There's so much we can do with this hero. But don't just stand in the middle of the fight spamming into the choke, because this is what everyone does. Everyone sits here. Everyone spams away. Fantastic. That is a fantastic reaction there. That's an incredible reaction. You seen him, you instantly went at him. His hook was already blown. We're at him. We're sticky bombs. We're beam. It's just incredible. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Again, we're shooting the wall with the sticky bombs. It doesn't really... It doesn't matter too much because he's going to be back before the payload gets anywhere, but it's fine. We stopped him killing one of our team. I don't want you to stay here, though, and just keep spamming this choke. Nice. There's a thing to note as well with the beam from Echo. Nice. Like, we'll go forward. Like, this is where you just chase them down. Just chase them down. Yeah, good. Okay, now we probably need to run away because we're not going to kill him, but it's fine. Like, it was a nice little... We should have not died to that, but we should have maybe got a kill there and then got out, but we didn't. But the thing to note with the beam is it's... I think Orisa's is 15 meters. Not Orisa, sorry. Zarya's is 15 meters long. And Echo's is 20. So it's actually a bit longer than Zarya's beam. So if you've played Zarya before, then actually, you know, just think of a Zarya beam with a bit more range. It is a little bit deceptive. When it's its maximum range, it almost feels like it shouldn't be hitting because of the graphic, but it does. Okay, so why are we just going straight into the enemy team? Like, think about the plan. Think about the value. Think about all of those good things. We've almost got our ultimate available. We should have just stayed at range, poked, got our ultimate, got their Sigma, gone straight in with that. Rushing towards them there was a little bit risky. So we should have our... We should go straight now. We need to clone. Clones to stay alive. Great reaction. Great reaction. I don't mind this. We can just... I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that as a usage of the ulti there, because it keeps us in the fight. We haven't lost this fight just yet, and I think that was a really good usage of the ulti. We need to fly, though. We need to get into the habit of instantly flying. And remember as well, you can jump and use the flight, and you'll go straight up in the air. That's actually a nice little tip for Echo. Okay. Unlucky. Not the greatest use of the beam there. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, but... It was okay. Like, that fight could have gone either way. There was a bunch of ults getting invested. It could have gone either way. So I'm not necessarily too worried about that. I just want you to be a bit more aggressive with the hero. And I want you to practice diving with the hero, drop onto targets and hit them with everything you've got, and then get out of there. It is so powerful, especially when the enemy team has no counter to you. And this is why Echo is particularly that Echo basically did to us what I want you to do to them. Just got up in our face and ruined us. Oh, I didn't know that was at the bottom here. What the hell is this? I did not know. This almost looks like that room from the arcade. You know, from the workshop. Weird. Anyway, I didn't know you could hit the floor there. I just thought you fell off the map. Today I learned, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, that Echo was super aggressive and destroyed you. That's like how you need to play Echo. It's just a really powerful hero. And because the hit scan options available are just Soldier right now. There's no Widow. There's also Ashe. Ashe can be a problem as well. But the Widow, I think, is the big one. A good Widow will destroy an Echo. Because Echo... she's a pretty easy target to hit, I want to say. So you always need to be aware of that. But right now, you know, she's really strong in the game because there isn't really too much things that can mess her up. But this type of Echo play where we're just spamming from range here, it doesn't really get anything done. It looks flashy. You know, we get the feeling of we're doing something, but we're not. This here is a much better position. So when we've got our sticky bombs here, think about the targeting. So again, just to run you through this is what I want you to do, right? So if I'm playing here and I've got sticky bombs, this guy is my target. He is absolutely my target. The Lucio is going to be really hard to kill, but we get this guy with sticky bombs, and we beam this guy. He's dead. Like, he is actually dead. Like, there's nothing he can do about that. But, like, we're just spamming bombs into their Sigma. Got the kill, though. It's fine. But I think with more consistent, focused targeting, you get more results. Because if you take their Hanzo out in every fight, well, that's ridiculously powerful. I mean, the enemy team, what have they got? They're going into a 5v6, and we know statistics show us that in a 5v6 situation, the team with 6 players wins 80% of the time, all the time. Like, it's just such an advantage in Overwatch. Never take a fight unless you've got a full team. Again, like, I don't know why we're in the ground. We should be we should be on the high ground somewhere. I am liking the prioritizing the Sigma, but that's a really good reaction off their Echo to get our Orisa, because it gives them extra protection. Look, and you're not actually charging your ult now as a result, so that's really good. We might be able to get the ult, though. Looks like we can, so we just go straight in with it. I think we've got the Echo. Maybe not. Go forward. Go forward here. Like, so we should go forward and try and secure kills here. That's fine. So we've got to back out now. And we're going into the one of the final pushes. Oh, now that's tempting, isn't it? He's already been killed by Lucio, but good, you know, good reaction to try and get in there and get the kill. But yeah, that was super tempting. Another thing this player also says in the email is that they did 25k damage. Now, that's a lot of damage. But it could be more. Yes, go in, just fly into these guys. Fly at them. You can fly while you're using beam, so you should have boosted towards them and, like, really pressured those guys. And then we would have been up in the face of the Hog and all those other guys. You know, maybe Hog hooks, maybe he doesn't. But we're in their face and we're doing tons of damage. But it could be said that we are 10 seconds left, so that maybe would be a bit mad, to be honest. So, yeah, maybe don't listen to me there. So I'm looking to see who you clone. Yeah, it's the Sigma again. It's fine. Wow, double Sigma ults we're going to have in this fight. That is just, this hero is just incredible. I remember when Blizz showed me this back at the head office. I was like, this is crazy. Oh, my days. Okay, and good stuff. So, I think you are... Let's just pause it so it doesn't go into, like, it doesn't stop. Obviously, you've won the match here. I think your usage of the ultimate is great. You used it defensively really fast once. That was cool. You're picking Sigma, who is definitely the best target on the enemy team to constantly clone, because you're always going to get one of his ultimates, which is they're just game-changing. And as we see in that fight, 2 of them was incredibly powerful. The thing I want you to do, though, is be a bit more aggressive. Consider dropping down onto targets and trying to delete them with the sticky bombs and the beam. Also, try and take the high ground a little bit more so you can pick a target and go in. I think what you need to do, and I think a lot of players do benefit from this, is slowing down a little bit. Instead of instantly firing at everything you see, just take a few seconds, pick a target, go in. That'll probably make you a much better player. But think like Genji. If you play Genji, think like Genji, and you will get a lot of results with this hero. Flanking people, you know, looking for opportunistic moments to get in there and get a kill. just be aware you don't have a defensive ability beyond being able to fly. So if you do get caught out, you will get caught out. All right, guys, I've been Stylosa, and this is my wonderful Stylosa channel. If you guys enjoy the video, then do leave a comment below, like the video, and all of that good stuff. And yeah, if you want to send a video clip in for consideration to appear on OverAnalzyed, then go to unitloss.com/overanalyzed, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Toodaloo.